Hey, I'm Sasha, welcome to my channel, and for today's video, it is another episode of Growing Together, and we are in the reflection era. Comment of the day goes to Lewis. When is the next? I can't wait. As always, great episode with mirror emojis. Thank you so much, Lewis. I love your comments. If you want to see your comment, just comment below. I always respond to your comments. I love what y'all have to say. Brilliant, amazing, and smart people for real. Like, oh my god, y'all always have me thinking. And like, I be writing big replies. Sometimes I'm like, I talk too much. But I just wanted to say, by the way, if it's your first time watching my videos, this is a Growing Together series. I'm on episode 8 right now, so please check the playlist out. Catch up. The tea is delectable, okay? But of course, you could spoil it for yourself and watch right now. Like, come take a seat, child. Angela comes back from her hangout with Duncan. She's a little emotional. I feel like that whole, like, just being around other Sims, while it was fun and she made friends with Brendy, and Brendy's like, you know, let's have that connect and let's keep in contact and let's just meet up in San Sequoia. I'd love to see your paint blusher group, like stuff like that. Like, it was a great conversation, but it was emotional because, like, you know, obviously Duncan was really emotional too, and she's just a good friend of Duncan, so it was a lot for her. Angela's so lucky. She has her Grandma Christie in her life. Grandma Christie and her talked all night looking at the stars, and their bond got better. She gave her advice on life, just such valuable stuff, and it was actually interactions from the pack, which just made it 10 times better. So they went to sleep because the next day is gonna be Harvest Fest. Now, I'm showing y'all a series of photos for this just small segment because I felt like there was no point of just filming it because Angela's literally going back to San Sequoia. So yeah, the family made an amazing meal. I love that Angela and Grandpa got to just sit while Grandma made the meal. They were just talking to her. She's like, y'all really gonna let me be by myself? And Angela's like, Grandma, I have my period cramps, like, you know I'd be there. And Grandma's like, it's okay now, I was just looking forward to just being around y'all. And so I don't know if y'all know, but China and her husband Lucas and their son Shanning came through. So yeah, there's drinks on the table, like food made, candles lit. Grandma was feeling it, child. She really was, and as she should. And I don't know, but I don't know if y'all know, but if you remember, they have an infant baby. Just wanted to say that the baby is with their auntie in San Sequoia. She comes over to like just take care of her while they go sometimes to Brindleton Bay, but they barely go. The fact that China got to go 2 times in a row was a little fun for her. But let's go back to the important stuff. The Sunday dinner at the Draper's residence. Enjoy. Mama Draper made the best spread ever. You'd think a king is coming over. She gave some dishes to her daughter to take to her friend's home for the sleepover that she was gonna have, and she wore her best fit, and so did Leslie. Norman and Enzo will be there any minute. Norman walks in with his girlfriend, so did Enzo. They are going to bring their partners over for this special Harvest Fest, and of course the parents did not say no. Meet Erin Dillard, a perfectionist, vegetarian, ambitious. She has a voice to remember, and she is pretty poppin' on the Sim Talk. Ooh, it looks like Enzo and his girlfriend is here. So of course they're gonna welcome them in, have a little chat, but of course the parents, you know, this is the attitude they be giving them. Go ahead, sit down at the table, we're gonna talk to you then. Okay, yeah, thank you so much. Enzo's girlfriend says, oh my god, Mrs. P, you threw it down in the kitchen today. And Mrs. P, of course, was like, Norman, how do you live with your life comfortably when you know your child's out there wondering who's my dada? And then Leslie goes, I would never do that to you. How dare you turn around and do that to your own child? Like, just straight up. And Norman's like, what on earth are y'all talking about? But why do y'all have a picture of my ex on the wall? And then, you know, everybody like turns around. Like, there's a photo of Angela. Norman is taken aback. His girlfriend says, baby? Norman's like, it's all a lie, Dad. Leslie says, I raised a coward of a son. We met the grandparents and they wanted to know why you didn't want to be part of her life. I mean, it's a valid question. How dare you show your face to us all these months and not mention anything? Patrice says, I've never been so humiliated in my life. And then I found out Enzo is covering for you too when you cheated on her. No wonder you don't even talk to each other anymore. Enzo says, Mom, I already talked to her and apologized, but she never told me she was pregnant. Mrs. P says, imagine putting that girl through all of that. I heard she chopped her hair off and ran to Tortosa and had a baby there. She quit social media and she changed her style because apparently you took credit after you had her quit school. Leslie says, Norman, I swear to God we're banning you from this house and I don't want to ever see your face until you fix this. Enzo's girlfriend raises her brow. Why did you invite us girlfriends here? And Mrs. P says, do I have to spell it for you? And Norman's girlfriend says, she wants us to see them at their worst and if we would run away from them. Enzo's girlfriend knows what Enzo did, and now Enzo's girlfriend leaves the house. Enzo follows her after that. And of course, Norman's girlfriend knows everything, child, and she chooses to stay. Enzo went after his girlfriend. He said, that was a different time. That's not me anymore. And she said, no worries. I just thought it was a little too awkward. I had to leave. I know you're not that person anymore. You've proven to me the kind of person you are. Norman says, I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, for putting you through this. I never thought. Mrs. P says, exactly. Your actions prove how thoughtless you are. You weren't my son until you fixed this. Norman repeats, I'm sorry. Leslie says, apologize to Angela and Milak. Norman was gutted. He never knew he had a girl, let alone the child's name. The baby having a name felt weird. It was in Angela's stomach before, and now she's being claimed like a real sim. That's it. It's time for Aaron and Norman to leave. Too much drama for one Harvest Fest Sunday dinner. Aaron, I'm so sorry. I should have talked to you about this. Oh, I look so horrible to you. Especially all the stuff you talked to me and how vulnerable and honest you were. She says, yes, exactly, Norman. He's like, please forgive me. She's like, I don't think I could talk about this now. Please just drive and take us back home. Enzo's girlfriend raises her concerns. She says, I don't like what you did to your ex. I'm scared you're gonna do this to me. She says, I would never do that to you. I love you. She's like, if you love me, then why were you able to do that to somebody you quote unquote maybe once upon a time loved? And he's like, no, I don't love her the way I love you. I was like puppy dog love. Like it was like first time. Like you don't really take those stuff seriously. You're deep, you're the true meaning. And so she's like, starting to feel gassed. So she's like, you know what? I'm willing to forgive you and move on. I'm not the kind of sim who just runs away when there's relationship issues anyway. And Norman in his mind, like, exactly, my ex don't ran away, and Erin's sick though. Like in her mind, like, this is too much information to process. Like, yeah, she lets him go, but she's feeling really hurt basically. And she's just looking at Norman like, oh my God, do I have to look over my shoulder from the person I love? Is he honest? Is he gonna do this to me? Are Sims disposable to him? Does he really love? And Norman, of course, is feeling really insecure himself. Like his parents cussed him the F out in front of her. And he's thinking, is he gonna lose that relationship? Back at Enzo's place, Enzo's girlfriend felt it was the best decision for them to leave like that. And Enzo says, thank you. Honestly, I didn't want to sit through that. Enzo's girlfriend says, well, however, I do kind of find it karmic that you and I both have an interesting backstory like this. Isn't life funny? Enzo says, it truly is. And I just hope that you still accept me for who I am. And she says, of course, I'm gonna always accept you for who you are because you did the same for me. I'm not gonna leave you just because of this incident. Now, is it wrong what you did? And do I believe it's wrong? Yes, but I don't think you're gonna do this ever again. You look like you learned your lesson. He's like, I did learn my lesson. I feel like I paid a lot for it. And I'm very blessed to have you in my life. She says, I am so blessed to have you. And they're like, okay, let's just sleep on the couch. They both fell asleep watching comedy. Seems like they really enjoy each other, just watching them. I don't know. I kind of like them, as weird as it is. Let's go back to San Sequoia and see what Angela's up to. It's Monday, aka the next day, The paint blushers meet up at the recreational center, and today's task is to paint a figure. Now, the owner of the club wants everyone to just paint whatever it is. It doesn't have to be complex. There is no judgment when you're painting with the paint blushers. So obviously she is mentoring over everyone's shoulder, making sure that they're, doing exactly what she asked today. Usually she likes them to freestyle, but today, even a sim like Angela, who prefers landscape painting, is being challenged to do something out of her comfort zone. So this is perfect task for her to start the week with. So yeah, Angela's working on it, but I'm noticing that she kind of like eight. It's 4 plus 4, 8. In this department, and her friend comments on it like, oh my god, girl, you really did amazing with this. Like, I know you're an amazing painter, but wow, and she's like, really? She's like, oh, okay, I'm not, it's not my forte, but I'm really happy you like it. And even like the nanny looks at her and she's like, oh my god, it's really cute. Leonie says, doesn't painting remind you of the time we used to kind of randomly spray paint buildings when we were younger? I feel like it was just yesterday when we would listen to alternative music and shake our hair like rock stars and have sleepovers. I miss that. Angela says, I do too, but look at us being moms now. How's your twins? Leonie says, oh, I love them so much, but they tire me. Angela says, okay, I know. But we gotta plan a play date, okay? Angela was happy that Batista girl wasn't there, and then she had a nice time alone with Leonie. It was just really nice chatting with her. They talked about how they felt about Angela moving away and became this city celeb girl, and maybe that she forgot where she came from, or maybe she just doesn't talk to her old friends here anymore. Was any of this true though? Was Angela really an out of sight, out of mind kind of sim like her family? Maybe this is why the self-discovery trait brought up the self-absorbed trait. She's not that different from her family after all. Not only that, I got this pop-up. Shower me in compliments. Angela's feeling her ego effectively boosted after that lovely compliment from Leonie. Nothing brightens a conversation like a well-placed flattery. Would you like to say that Angela likes compliments? Yes, she does.
Ooh,
so there gotta be some truth. Angela moved to San Myshuno and lost contact with a lot of Sims. But not only that, it also looks like Leonie might have also kept contact with Angela's family because she was there at the welcome back party. So there is something there. Like, there's always going to be a connection, I believe, between Leonie and Angela. Just as I was talking about this, Leonie got a pop-up. Leonie really appreciated receiving such kind attention from Angela just now. That affection made her feel extra special. Does this mean Leonie particularly likes affection? Yes, she does. Oh, this is so sweet, y'all. Ooh, it's getting late. Angela has to go home. Her brother Byron is babysitting Malak, so yeah, it was nice seeing you too, Leonie. Angela's back home, and she's telling Malak it's time to go to sleep. So she's just standing over her crib, trying to soothe her, watching her trying to go to sleep. And it's just so cute. I mean, she didn't even change out of her clothes. She just sent her brother to go back home, and she's just checking on her baby. She leaves Malak upstairs when she falls asleep, and she gets food for Uni out. Sees her brother left a pan. She was like, you know what, maybe he was trying to cook this for me, so I'm gonna just finish this dish. So she decides to finish this dish, and I guess her brother made some nice tacos. Oh, that's a cute photo of her sister in the background. Charlie's a little bit, demanding. She was like, you better put it somewhere I could see. And I'm like, Charlie, are you serious? But yeah, of course she's gonna also give attention to Uni because, like, hello, she has not been around Uni a lot last week, right? So she has to make up for all that time. Uni, you're my oldest. I love you, my Uni. I don't know. Uni's one of my favorite pets ever. Like, Uni is just such a character. Yes. And she's like, I miss you, baby. I miss you. Aww. I have some amazing news, by the way. Angela got promoted in her career. That was crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have her write a column and just do some of her work that she, she could go to the next level. So yeah, I'm very proud of it. Like Angela, I don't think you understand. She's working amazing. Like she had a whole week almost away from her job, and she was able to bring in the deadlines, all this stuff. Angela completed writing a column, and I guess she's just gonna call it a night right now. It's the next day, so I was like, you know what, Angela, let's go have that jog with you, your daughter, and your dog. And it's a warm day, so I was just like, yo, like Malak could just wear her little pajamas. It's not that deep. She gave her breast milk for breakfast. I'm not gonna lie though, Loki, I am kind of experimenting to wean her off of the breast milk and give her what is it called again, the bottle. She does drink bottle, don't get me wrong, but like 90% of the time it's breast milk. So I don't know though, we'll see that journey. Malak is getting older. She just tried her first, puree food, so I want her to eventually get into, that puree stage. And I don't know, we'll see that journey for Malak, of course. And I don't know if you know, but Angela has been trying to put in a little workout lately, just for health reasons. Let's have Angela go back home right now. Of course, the first step is to wash her hands, and she has a visitor at the door. Angela says, "Hi, the stranger says, "You promised you weren't gonna talk to her again, and you're a liar." It took Angela a second, or maybe even longer. As she stared into his eyes, she realized who this was. When Angela was a teen, she used to hang out with this guy named Zorro and her friend Leonie. They were a trio, and they used to have fun playing cymbals at the recreational center or just biking around the neighborhoods and just having a lot of fun. And the thing is, Leonie, she's the one who's a redhead, by the way, her and Angela had this thing when they were younger. They would just dye their hair and just have all this fun. But anyway, long story short, both girls liked Zorro. Now the thing is, the amount of like that Angela had isn't as strong as Leonie's like for him. Like Leonie was in love with him. Angela, it was just like something small, like, yeah, he's a friend, I like him, could it be something else one day? Maybe, kind of thing, But yeah, it was the three of them together in high school. And at this point right now, what you're looking at is like them in grade 12, around that age. It looks like Leonie's father is calling. I don't know if you know, but Leonie's father passed away, but at this point in the timeline, he was alive. And so he says, "Leonie, when are you coming home? I miss you." And Angela's like, "You could go back home." Everybody knew her father was sick at this time, so it was important for her to leave, and Leonie left right away. Angela was like, "Zorro, do you want to go ahead and ride around with our bikes?" And he's like, "Sure, let's go."
I find it hard to read you. You never say what's on your mind, yeah. I'm going crazy all over you. Just for a second, can you try? Every time you've been calling, saying this is what I want, then you ghost for a week and leave me hanging all alone. Push me back, pull me in, and the other way around. Pull me in, push me back. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Can someone set me free? What do you want? What do you want?
Uh-oh, it looks like Zorro misread that. Angela says, "I'm sorry. I can't return your feelings. Leonie likes you." And he says, "I don't care. I like you." She is very shocked, and he says, "You like me too." And she goes, "I respect my best friend, and I think you should date her. You are meant to be with her." Zorro says, "Okay, if I do, you have to keep your distance, and I don't want you to make it tough for us." And Angela says, "After I graduate, I'm going to be moving away to Brightchester, so I guess that's okay." Zorro was hurt. He was furious, and he, forever will have a grudge for that rejection. Angela says, I didn't even recognize you, but my god, it's been 10 years. It's like a decade ago. Are you serious, Zoro? Zoro says, you promised you'd keep your distance after high school. I made it clear I didn't want you to interrupt me and Leonie's life. Now you're talking to her in art class. Okay, one time is enough, but multiple times? Angela retorts, high school was forever ago. And Zoro says, okay, Angela, don't say I didn't warn you. Whatever that means. Angela and Malak are gonna hang around the front porch. I think Malak still wants to be outside, kind of, do her little creep walk. It's like literally called creep, and every time they move, I'm like, creep, 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 creep. I don't know if you know, but today is Tuesday, and Angela's been here since, I believe, like Saturday. She came back home Saturday. And look at her and Uni. I'm just gonna cry. This is the cutest thing ever. I feel like they're so close lately. It's not even funny. Like, her and Uni always just want to sleep next to each other. They always just want, look at her. Like, y'all, I just want to cry. Like, I even posted a photo of them sleeping next to each other in the playmat area. Like, it was just the cutest thing ever. Like, I know they layered over each other like that, like clipping, but oh my god, is that Leonie in the background? Does she even know where her man was? Is the question of the day. Aww, Malak is texting Angela to not use the computer so much. I guess she knows that Angela writes a lot of columns for her work. Hey, my little bumblebee, it's time to wake up. It's time to feed Malak, and yeah, she's just, cuddling her, making Malak feel happy. Of course, it's important for Malak to always feel like her mother is there, So I'm just gonna place her in the, play mat, and because outside's starting to get warmer. I saw the temperature, and it's not very hot, but like Malak's been outside for quite a while, so I want her to go back inside. But of course, Angela and her just being the cutest. I was like, y'all need to go back. Y'all need to go back in the house. I don't want Malak to feel like it's too hot. At this point, let's just have Malak explore another food option. So she tried pumpkin and she really liked it. So this time I want her to try sweet potato, like a nice, sweet potato mash, maybe a little sweet, a little savory, and it's just gonna be really nice. And I hope Malak enjoys it. So, vroom, here's the airplane. It goes. Nom nom. Yes, good girl. What do you think? Oh, is that good? I think she's unsure of the flavor. Look at her grabbing the spoon. She's so brilliant. Oh, she's loving it. Oh, you know what? She said I'm going to enjoy it. And Angela's like, absolutely, you should. Oh, I need to feed Uni next. Oh, no. All right, it's been like a couple hours, I would assume, but Angela's now starting to give Malak a shower, and Malak is so cute. She's so sweet. She really is an angel. Oh my god. Oh, Auntie Britt, of course I want to talk to you on the phone. Why does Auntie Britt almost call every other day? She's so sweet. I wish more family members would call. Sometimes I feel like it picks like 1 or 2 Sims and that's it. Like, I kind of wouldn't mind I got a random call from a Sim Angela don't talk to every day. And it's the next day. Angela's just doing another jog, but I noticed that her close-knit lifestyle is crashing, and she gained the technophobe lifestyle. Now, that's so funny because if you remember episode 1, and even during her teen years, she was very techie. So it's the complete opposite, and I really think it's that slow living in Tartosa that's still kind of just like lingering into her current lifestyle in San Sequoia, but she has to use technology. So I wonder how this will affect her life. I will leave it, but if it's too much, I'll update y'all if I removed it. But yeah, what an interesting change, right? Y'all, Angela's family's so funny. They done dropped the kids off here. And Leonie was here to take Angela to the art class, which is going to be very soon. But I just wanted to show y'all this clip. It was just sent me. I was like, not Angela babysitting for a bit before the, art class. So Wednesday was like any other day, I guess, but what made it special is that Angela was waiting for a friend to come by. Like, she was waiting, and this friend took her time to come to the paint blushers, and I'm just like, girl, where you at? I don't know if you noticed, but the Batista girl is here today, but it looks like Leonie and Angela are just hanging out a little bit more today. But anyway, like, Leonie knows that Angela was expecting someone, so she was just kind of like, girl, don't worry, like, you know, your friend's gonna stop by, like, don't worry. And Angela's like, yeah, no, I know, but like, I don't know, maybe she just doesn't want to come after all. And Leonie's like, girl, you're overreacting, it's everything's good, like, you know. But yeah, freestyling day, freestyle Wednesdays. Hey Brandy, you're finally here. And she's like, yes I am, I'm so sorry, I just had a really tough day. And she's like, yeah, oh my god, come here, girl. She's like, you know, I thought you bailed on me, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was just overthinking the whole time. You know, it was our first meeting without, you know, everyone, and I'm sorry for assuming the worst. And she's like, no, you're okay, I'm so sorry for not texting you that I was gonna be late. I did say I was just gonna come, but we never really talked, so please, you know. And she's like, it's okay, do you want to meet up again, or are you just gonna go back to Brindleton Bay? And Brendy says, oh, I do want to meet up with you on Friday if that's okay. And Leonie was in the background like, girl, introduce me, you know. And she introduced her. And again, Angela's feeling guilty, but I am proud that she was able to vocalize those thoughts that she had. So let's fast forward to Friday. They're gonna meet up early, you know, like in the day. So it's Friday now, and I'm like, okay, you know what, let's treat the girls for some drinks. And I don't know, but Angela's in a giving spirit. I feel like she even wants to pay their bill. You know, Leonie is her best friend from high school, so she just wanted to crash because Leonie was very curious about this painter girl that Angela talked about during, you know, art class. Brandy was like, girls, have you ever heard of a paint and sip? And Angela says, that sounds really fun. And, you know, Brandy was like, well, you know, there is one coming soon, and it's in the big city of San Myshuno. Angela kind of tensed up at the idea of San Myshuno. It's been a long time, honestly. Leonie was like, that sounds like it's really fun, but I feel like I might have to take my kids with me. And Brandy was like, no, adults only, no kids. But But I just wanted to let you know, by the way, Brandy is younger than the girls. I feel like Angela and Leonie are now like about to enter their late 20s, if not they're already there. And Brandy is in her early 20s. What on earth? Not a vampire employed here. Help. And who are these Sims? Y'all need to leave me alone. Oh god, why is Angela's childhood bestie's mom here? Y'all, it is the art lady, like the one who's a teacher, Marissa. That's her sister, that's her husband. Like, what's going on? Oh my god, am I gonna be bumping into her friend Ariella, like her childhood friend? Girl, we not going to the childhood storylines, we're talking about teen storylines. Don't be messing with me, game. The game is trying to mess with me. These Sims are trifling for trying to take Sims drinks. They're just misbehaving. Anyway, Angela was like, when is the San Myshuno thing? And she was like, a month or less from now. And she's like, wait, really? Oh, okay, I gotta prepare myself mentally if I want, if I can go. So I'm like, yeah, you gotta mentally prepare yourself, Angela. Okay, I'm trying to give him drinks, but then I'm like, wait, Angela's kind of still breastfeeding. So, you know, Leonie's kids are older. They're twin toddlers, and Brendy has no children, so Brendy can have the drink. So yeah, sorry, Angela, just one drink for you, ma'am. My game is so messy. Not Zorro cringing because he saw Angela, because Angela's leaving the restaurant right now. She paid for the meal. She's just feeling extra good about herself. Like, she's hysterical. She had a lot of laughs with the girls. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, she's kind of enjoying socializing. So I think she might open up that people person lifestyle very soon. Well, not very soon, but you know what I mean, with time. Yeah. Bye, Leonie. I wonder if she said hi to her man. Angela just got a text from Auntie China. She said, hey, I want to take our girls out to the park. You willing to come through? And Angela says, yeah, of course, let's go. So they drove out all the way to Oasis Springs Park. And y'all, the first trip to the park milestone is unlocked. Go Malak. I'm so proud of her. Like, she was unlocking these milestones left and right. Okay, y'all, why would Chanel text me this? I was like, what? Not the Sims error code. And she goes, haha, you got pranked. And I'm like, oh girl, bye. But it was really cute, like Chanel just being funny and silly. You know what, I love that for her. So No, Angela, get up. Oh, she's looking at the clouds. Okay, you know what? I thought she was taking a nap on the floor. And y'all know Sims be kind of doing that if you have that mod. Oh, Auntie China saying hi to Malak. She's like, hey, my little baby. How you doing? Y'all know she's about to get due, like, very soon. I think she's second trimester entering third trimester, maybe around, like, the holidays, like, you know, the Winterfest. So, yeah. I wish my audio didn't glitch with OBS, but this was just the cutest thing I've ever witnessed. Oh my god, the park hangout was such a great idea. Thank you so much, Auntie China, for this play date. Oh my god, this is so sweet. I'm really happy that Angela's family, both mother and father's side, are putting in the effort to prove to her that they are there for her, you know? And I think that's why it made sense for me to close that black sheep era. But yeah, they're gonna have to go back home anyway. It's been a while since they've been out. Look at Angela. Stunning. Stunning. Just as I talk about her family, her father texts her, talks about how he put all this love and effort and how he wants her to come by. She's like, okay, Daddy, I'm gonna come by this weekend. Isn't that so cute? But yeah, it's time for them to go. Remember how Charlie and Shannon were here a few days ago? Well, it looks like her brother Byron is back and he wants to stay for the weekend, but honestly he helps with babysitting. So like when she does the paint, goes to the paint blusher to do some painting, he'll be there if she can't afford to, you know, have Miss Lydia around, because Miss Lydia wants a good coin and Angela is trying to save up. Now I don't know for what, but you know, in general, like for safety keeping, especially because she did spend that 50K pretty quickly this time around. So I don't think she just wants to like have spending. And what happens if she doesn't have money like that? Like she knows her family will pitch in, and you know her sister Daniela even says she would pitch in no matter what, but like still she doesn't want to ever reach to that level. So she wants to make sure that she is safe. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that Malak's wearing her outfit, she's taken care of. So yeah, I'm like, she needs to get to the next level after creep, which I think is crawl. I'm not entirely sure. So I want to see Malak's journey with that for this episode. You know, she has been doing so amazing with just the developments and her milestones. So yeah, look at her. Her mom's trying to tell her, yep, you could do it. Come on, Malak. Come on. Malak's looking. And by the way, she has not grown in the teeth yet, but she is like, I think very soon, like give her a couple of days, she's gonna have her first few teeth in right now, because I did research it and I'm like, you know, I don't know if the game generates it, I might have to add it myself, but I thought they do gain a teeth just as much as they lose a teeth, but I'm not entirely sure on that system. I'm not asked anybody. If you know, please educate me in the comments so I could know more information, because I really do love this pack and I love the details it provides for family gameplay. Aw, Byron said, let's play some pillow fight. And of course, Angela's gonna say yes. That's her little brother. I'm sure he probably remembers those little days, like when he was very young and just playing with Angela before she moved away. So yeah, he's having a sleepover here tonight. I think that's so cute. And I love that she has this spare room so that guests can stay here. And I think it makes sense for, like, especially when you're trying to play a growing together gameplay, the whole stayover feature. And I don't know if that was in the game or base game, but you know what I mean. You just want to do it more because you have growing together. Y'all, Malak is supposed to be asleep. Look what I catch her doing. She's trying to learn how to crawl in this small bed. Girl, nobody told you to do the little tummy times or crawl times, whatever they call these things. But she's so funny. Oh my god, Malak, please stop. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, now she's crying. Oh, poor baby. Let's go check on Angela. I mean, I think Malak's gonna fall asleep within a few minutes. And she did. So y'all, I'm gonna have her go to sleep, and Byron's already asleep. Holy. Oh! Now why are you knocking on people's doors at these odd hours, Norman Draper? Y'all see this. It's Norman effing Draper at the door, casually acting like he know Angela, and he don't. No, you don't. What on earth is going on? He's mentally preparing himself for something. And I'm gonna cut this episode off right here. Thank you so much for watching this episode. My name is Sasha. Angela has to answer this door. We're gonna find out what on earth we're gonna find out why Norman's here. I did want to tell you that episode 9 is coming out this month, and that episode's gonna have a nasty cliffhanger is what I'm trying to say, because I was like a little nervous to say that, and I've been overthinking how do I tell my subscribers at the end of the video to be mentally prepared, because I mean, then again, I'm not gonna lie, it could be like this one was more for you than the next one. I would like to have a discussion like that in the future, like what episode had the most like cliffhanger you were like, oh Lord, I have to wait. Yeah, if you want to answer for the first half of the season, you can in the comments, of course, but I do want to know your thoughts on this episode. Please tell me your thoughts on Norman's parents versus Norman's girlfriend, Aaron, Dillard. What do you think of that? What do you think of the flashback, Zorro, Leonie, and Angela? What do you think of Leonie currently in the timeline, and Brandy? I want to hear your thoughts on all of these Sims. Thank you so much for watching this episode. My name is Sasha, and I wish you a lovely day. Take care.